You flex the knee and place it over like so. Now when we are examining this limb, when we get to the end of the range of motion in one direction, if you keep on pushing, they will elevate the hip, they will lift the hip off the bench. And in order to stop from doing that, you can place your hand, I would suggest, in the small of the back. If you're opportunist, you can place it somewhere else. Okay. It's a big span on a tall individual, isn't it? Yeah. Your victim of the real thing will be much more petite than that. So you're looking at this limb and using the foot as a pointer, as a measure. So the foot at the moment is pointing down. If you can imagine this as the minute hand of a clock, it's at 6. It's at 1/2 the hour. The range of motion of internal and external rotation should be really 1 for 1. So for 1 degree of internal rotation, there should be 1 degree of external rotation. The total range of motion between one extreme and the other will be somewhere in the region of 40 degrees, 20 in one direction, 20 in the other direction. So that's what we're looking for. And we're going to use an imaginary clock face as our indicator of geometric value. So to internally rotate the hip, we take hold of the lower end of the limb at the ankle and we internally rotate. And we make an idea, we try and sort of work out where that foot is pointing now, given that we were looking at 1/2 hour, and that's about 25 to the hour, isn't it? Agreed. And take it in the opposite direction and see whether we can elicit any more from that. I don't think we can much now. It's about the same.
Yeah.
So it's 1 for 1. If there's anything with this particular individual that isn't perhaps pat and classic, is that it's a slightly reduced range of motion. We'd expect it perhaps to go to 22 and 20 pounds. That's it, basically. Now you can do the same with the gravity goniometer. It won't be supplied in the OSCE. But obviously you can do exactly the same with the gravity goniometer now by placing that, the arms of it. I'll show you. I'll show you because it's in the handout that Phil's done, but in actual fact, so the first thing to do is to centre that at 0, like so. Read off the value.
30.
Read off the value.
25.
I'm getting more out of that, but I suspect that it's moving. And the problems with using this is repeatability. You'll have it exactly the same spot.
Oh,
is it
right.
just is it
Yeah,
on the malleolus, or is it just
no, if
just
I can use
above
the
it.
malleolus, I have got this thing with the malleolar torsion. I've still got it up here, of course.